Car. Car is a shelter, I mean proper car. If you are planning to travel or build a cabin in woods you need a SUV. If you want to have some chances of surviving a car crash on the highway you need a bigger car, better SUV. I used to travel around the EU in a car, sleeping on truck stops, campsites, in forests or on the fields. It is not comfortable or luxurious in any way, but you see the real people, real nature, not only shows for tourists. I was driving on a slow lane with trucks and suddenly heavy rain started, like someone flipped a switch. I figured out that rubber on my window wipers dried so badly, that part of it was just dragged around. I switched on emergency flicker lights, slowed down and made the first right turn I can. It was one of those country roads, fields on one side and a forest on another. I parked on the side to allow vehicles to pass and wait while the shower ends. I just laid down and kept listening to the music. After a couple of minutes another car passed by. I looked and it was one of those new Eco-Toy Cube suicide cars. I was surprised by the size of the wheels, they were the size of the football. Oh, those eco-fetishists, how do they even manage to roll? Nope, they stuck. At first I felt bad for myself, but then I saw two hipsters, one guy in travel gear and one hipster girl with a Skrillex haircut. The travel guy got out of this thing first, and screamed at his friend. "Why did you buy this crap? You idiot." Okay, now I must help them. It's funny. Then a girl started screaming at the travel guy something about being eco-conscious and a carbon footprint. I lowered my window a bit, just to hear them better. My seat was in an almost horizontal position, they did not see me. They kept screaming, they were eco-shaming guy in travel gear. The woman started crying about her white designer running shoes being ruined by eco-dirt. Now they figured out about the dirt, huh, that's a discovery. The travel guy, who was the only person wearing hiking boots, others just kept holding clothes over their heads to keep their fancy haircuts. Travel guy ignored rain, dirt, eco-shaming and just kept repeating one phrase in many variations. "Shut up, you Instagram victims. Silence, you greenwashed morons." It was 3 versus 1, but he was owning them. It reminded me of a German shepherd playing with tiny bulldogs. The woman stopped screaming and just cried about her shoes. I got out from the car and told them to not worry, I will get them out. We looked for a place for attaching the sling to pull it out, but there was no place for it, just a tiny hole with thread M6 or M8. We looked for an adapter, but found no adapter, no tools, no spare tire. Minimalism in all of its glory. I said that I can pull the wheel, but I don't want to damage your car. He asked, will it hold up? I answered, I don't know, a normal car survives it. Hipster, what do you mean by that? It is a state-of-the-art new car with good reviews online. I mean, just look at it, it's tiny. Hipster, it has all the features of a huge car, it's new, it has a 5-star safety rating, it's featured on many auto shows. Traveler guy, come on, it's crap, just let him help us. I pulled it out, just made a tiny scratch on the back bumper by sling. Woman was devastated just by seeing it. I said that they cannot continue driving on the country road, they must stay on the tarmac. He asked, what if we will drive fast? You will crash. All 3 hipsters showed me maps on their iPhones. It was one last year iPhone and 2 newest models. I did not even look on the map, no one map can make car wheels bigger. Traveler guy looked at his cheap scratched phone and said that it is only 5 kilometers till the target, so we can walk there. I said that I can try to transfer them there, but the road goes downhill and the rain was pretty strong, so there is a possibility of being stuck. I have a metal wire with a hand winch so we will be fine. Traveler guy insisted on having a walk. They gave me €10. I have a rule, if someone gives you money and there is no catch, take it. Women somehow understood the absurdity of €10, till this day I do not know how. Probably she did read my face. I kept listening to them from my car. She asked her boyfriend, why do you give him money, when he is richer than us? He laughed, no way. Look at his car and clothes. Why did he take the money then? Her, to make you feel more important. The rain fully ended and even the sun started to shine. They took plastic bags filled with stuff and disappeared. In the next petrol station I spent €10 they gave me. I bought new wiper rubbers and a soft drink, isn't that ironic? It was another lesson for me, I need to buy an SUV. I've wanted to buy a 4x4 since the beginning, but my friend influenced me. He said that I do not need it, and it will be more expensive to maintain a SUV than a normal car. He is a car enthusiast and a good mechanic, so I believed him. Later he admitted being wrong. When I had to replace 2 tires per week, I did not know that big wheels get less punctures back then. If you explore, you will find shitty roads in any country, except Austria and the Swiss. I don't know how they managed it, but they have computer game roads there. I was stuck only once, but I avoided some roads. Later I bought a winch and never used it, but it gives me confidence to explore. Clearance is important as well. People understand it only after hearing the sound and then they pray that it is all right. To eliminate this prayer, just buy a bigger car. It was my first car and it did the job, but I must admit my mistakes.